What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to share with you how much I made on YouTube in 2021. So, welcome back to Stacking Profit. My name's Paddy, and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said in this video, I'm going to share with you how much I made on YouTube in 2021. Now, what we're going to do is actually look at the lifetime of my account, and then we're going to break down every single year over the past 4 years to take a look how much I've earned, and then we'll take a look at 2021 nearer the end of the video because it was my best year ever when it comes to YouTube. Now, let's take a look at this. Here we are on lifetime of my account. We can see that I started back in 2018, back in February 2018. So it's been a good few years that I've now had the channel. Now in 2018, when I first started, we can see, no, we can't because we're looking at lifetime. So over lifetime of the account since starting back in 2018, I've had 1.8 million views, 122,000 hours watch time, 29,500 subscribers, and I've made $18,000 over the past few years. If we take a look at the graph just here, we can see it's been a slow, steady increase with everything. And then last year, some days went a little bit crazy, as we can see just here. But this is lifetime. Now what we're going to do is just take a look at lifetime, take a look at these tabs, break down 2018, 2019, 2020, and then take a look at 2021. So let's take a look at reach for the whole account. Whole account, I've had 22 million impressions with a 4.6 average click-through rate. So for every person who sees, or for every 100 people who see my thumbnail, 4.6 click through to watch the video. And I've had 1.8 million views. Engagement, we can see 122,000 hours watch time. And then that average view duration at about 4 minutes and 9 seconds. If we go to audience, we can see this is going to be a little bit played up, so we'll go on to the revenue. Revenue, I've estimated, or not I've estimated, I've made around $18,000 over the lifetime of the whole account. Over the whole account, my CPM, cost per 1,000 views, is $31, so that's pretty high. Then my RPM, that means revenue per mile, is $10.52. So for every 1,000 views, I'm getting around $10. Now that's over the whole account. This does change month by month, year by year, and things like that, as you are going to see. Now this, your playback or your playback based CPM, your cost per 1,000 views, is going to change depending on the topic of your channel. Now if you're creating funny, generic videos, prank videos, your RPM right here and your CPM is going to be a lot lower because it's not very targeted when advertisers want to run ads on your videos. My channel is low content book publishing based, which is an online business, which means it's online business based. So there's a lot of people wanting to advertise over my channel. So that's why I have a pretty good CPM and a very good RPM as well. Now let's go back to overview because that's over the whole channel. 1.8 million views with $18,000 earned in ad revenue since starting. But now if we go over to here and take a look at 2018, let's make sure this is correct. Custom, 2nd of the 28th, or 28th of the 2nd, 18. That's around about when I first started to the end of the year. Click apply. We can see my first year on YouTube, I had 83,000 views and made around $14 in ad revenue. That was my first year. So we can see that I didn't really make much. If we go to reach, we can see I had 1 million impressions, 4.9 average click-through rate. If we go to engagement, we can see 4,900 hours watch time. That was my first proper year on YouTube, with an average view duration of 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Now, this used to be pretty low. It's still kind of low, but I average around in between 4 and 5 minutes. It used to be a lot lower like this because my videos were a lot shorter. Something that I did different in 2021 was start making longer videos. Now, if we go to audience, that's playing up as well, so we're not going to check at that. But if we look at the revenue, 2018, we can see didn't make any money because I wasn't monetized. To get monetized, I believe you need 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers. If you hit that milestone, then you can apply for AdSense. Now, if we look here, the whole year, on some days I was making $2.68 and then 90 cents. So really, really low, with an playback CPM of around $14.30, with an RPM of only 17 cents. So that was my first year. First year making $14. Second year, 2019. Let's just make sure this is correct. Custom 2019. Yep. So 2019 overview. 316,000 views, so a lot more than what I did in 2018 on my first year. So this is my second year. Watch time, 19,000. Subscribers, I actually gained 4,400 subscribers in 2019 and making 2,800. So that's a little bit of a jump from $14. Now, if we click on the reach, we can see I had 3.9 million impressions, 4.6 average click-through rate with around 316,000 views. If we look at an engagement, we can see 19,000 hours watch time with that average view duration, again, still pretty low at 3 minutes and 37 seconds. If we go to audience, we can take a look here. Now, if we go to revenue, we can see I made $2,800. My RPM, a little bit higher from the previous year. Previous year was, if we go to here, only 17 cents. This year, in 2019, it was $8.87 with that CPM of $22. If we take here, or take a look here, we can see it was just a gradual increase for the year, with my highest day making around $23 in ad revenue in 2019. So we can see 2019 was a bit of an increase from 2018. Now, 2020, let's make sure this is correct. Custom 2020, yep, that's all looking good. Now, we can see 2020 was actually better than 2019. So in 2019, we had 316,000 views. 2020, 421,000. Subscribers, 6,800. If we look at 2019, it was 4,400, so a nice increase there. And then my ad revenue, $3,145. So again, a bit of an increase from 2,800 the year before. Now, if we take a look at the reach, we can see I had 5.6 million impressions. Again, that average click-through rate stays around about the same, with 4.6, and it's not showing us that data just there. If we take a look at engagement, 25,000 hours watch time, with an average view duration of only 3 minutes and 35 seconds. If we take a look at the audience, which we can't still, so we'll move on to revenue, we can see I made that $3,145 with an RPM of $7.47 with that CPM of $22. If we go back here, let's go to revenue. So my RPM in 2020 was actually a little bit lower from 2019, as we can see. And if we look here, my CPM is roughly round about the same for 2020. So each year from since starting in 2018 has been a slow increase. Exactly what I want. Why do I want that? Well, because I'm consistent at providing value and creating content here on YouTube. When you're consistent at doing something, everything has a snowball effect. So this slow increase over the years, I was extremely happy with because I was growing. It was taking a while, but again, I was still growing. So that was 2020. Let's take a look at 2021 to see the difference. So here we are. My videos got 843,000 views in 2021. If we go back to 2020, I did half of that just in 2020. And it's the same with all the stats for 2021. I blew all my other years out of the water. So let's take a look at this. My average watch time was 64,000. Subscribers, I gained 14,800 in 2021. Now if we look back here, in 2020 I gained 6,800. So that's more than double the amount of subscribers in 2021. And my ad revenue, look at that, $11,275, which I'm extremely happy about. That's a massive increase from 3,000 the year before. Now let's take a look at the reach. I did 10 million impressions, so that's absolutely crazy. My impression click-through rate is 4.8. Again, that tends to stay round about the same, and got my views just there. Engagement, we can see 64,000 hours with that little bit of a bump in average view duration to 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Which says here is up by about 28%. If we take a look at the audience, we can see not a lot of data. Then if we go to the revenue, I made that $11,275 in ad revenue with a 258 jump in percentage. Wow. My RPM, $13.37. And then that playback CPM, cost per thousand, is $38.91. So this has had a massive increase. Now if we take a look, we can see beginning of 2021 really slow, having $8 days, $10 days, anything like that I'm extremely happy about. But if we keep looking through here, I had a nice little bump round about July. So mid-year through the summer, I was getting some really good views on the channel, and which resulted in some really good days in ad revenue. My best day ever in ad revenue is this one. Sunday, July the 4th, last year, I made $100 in ad revenue. So that was absolutely awesome. But then as you can see, it kind of went down a little bit, then up, and then down again. But 2021 was the best year ever when it comes to YouTube. Now, the key takeaway that I want to share with you about how my ad revenue jumped so much in 2021, and the key thing that I did different in 2021 was make longer videos. So if we go back over the channel for a second, all my videos now are above 10 minutes. Before 2021, all my videos were pretty short. Now, the longer your videos are, if you have a video over 10 minutes, you're able to put a couple of different ads within that video. The longer your videos are, the better, because you can add multiple different ads within the video, and your watch time will also go up. So if we go back to audience, or is it engagement, your watch time is going to go up, because if your videos are longer, there's more content for people to watch, so they're going to watch for longer. This is again why my average view duration is up 28% from previously, because that was the one thing that I mainly focused on, was creating videos which were always above 10 minutes. I say always, some videos have been a little bit lower, but that was the main thing that I did different in 2021 compared to previous years, and that seems to work for me. Now, another thing that I do want to note really quick, and that is when it comes to YouTube, you really need to stay consistent. Staying consistent at anything is what you want to do if you want to get results in anything. YouTube's exactly the same. You need to be consistent at creating content, providing value, and uploading it onto YouTube. I've been doing that for 4 years now. We have 4 years of data. First year, or lifetime, that's the wrong one. This is lifetime. Lifetime, we can see, done pretty well. But the first year, really slow. Look at this. I didn't actually start monetizing till the end of the year. Second year, fairly good. Third year, grew even more. And then the fourth year, blew everything else out of the water. Are you willing to work for 4 years with little to no results? I'm guessing probably not. But that's how this online business stuff kind of works. You need to be willing. Let's just sort this out. You need to be willing to put in the work without any reward. You have to be able to put in work without expecting anything right out of the gate, because everything takes time. YouTube takes time. Low content book publishing, any business that you want to start takes time. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.